It's one of the newest players in the game, brand new in Australia, and it has to try and cut it in our highly competitive SUV market. Hugely popular in its country of origin, does the Chinese newcomer have the skills to get off the bench and make its mark on the game? Haval launched here in Australia in October 2015 with three SUVs, the compact H2, the large H8 and the 7-seat H9. And now the H6 is here to take on the likes of the Mazda CX-5, Hyundai Tucson and Toyota RAV4. Haval have made their intentions very clear. They want to dominate the Aussie SUV market. Whether or not that will happen, time will tell. But the H6 does make a strong first impression, nicely proportioned with a sophisticated silhouette. In fact, it was designed by the same man responsible for the BMW X5. The H6 is available in two trim levels, the base premium and this, the luxe. It's got 19-inch alloy wheels, LED daytime running lights and xenon headlamps that are self-leveling. It's a pretty average size for the class, just over 4.5 metres long and just over 1.8 metres wide. What I really like is that the boot opening is nice and wide and it's a good shape. The loading lip is kind of high and under the floor is a temporary spare wheel. There are two cargo hooks, a 12-volt outlet and little netted storage pockets on both sides. The rear seats are 60/40 split fold and there's a one-touch lever to just pop them forward. They don't quite go flat though. Now the space looks a little light on for what you'd expect in an SUV this size, but that space has been put to good use. Wow, it is really roomy in here. Check out all that footroom, knee room, headroom. The seats are comfortable. The base is really flat, but it's long, so there's good under thigh support. Two sets of ISOFIX points. The armrest folds down to reveal a little storage tray and two cup holders. When it comes to comfort, these seats recline and they're heated as well. There are rear air vents, water bottle holders in the doors, map pockets. It's just really nice and airy and spacious in here, and the finishes are lovely. Inside, the cabin does feel sophisticated in its design and it's well finished, from the quality feel of the dials and the buttons through to the materials used. It's put together really well. You will notice, however, a little bit of inspiration has been borrowed from other manufacturers. Maybe a bit of Volkswagen inspiration, a bit of Audi. In fact, much of it feels reminiscent of something else. It's got a 7-inch colour touchscreen with Bluetooth phone and audio streaming, 8-speaker sound system, including a subwoofer, and dual zone climate control. Getting that higher driving position is easy. The driver's seat is 8-way power adjustable, the passenger side only 4-way. They are both heated and covered in this faux leather, which is soft and smooth. They're nicely bolstered too, and they feel like they should in this variant, a little bit luxe. That luxury continues on the doors from that gloss paneling and the chrome finishes, and around the cabin with some blue ambient lighting. The steering wheel is leather wrapped and it's got paddle shifters. When it comes to storage, there's nice big pockets in the doors with bottle holders, an old school ashtray and cigarette lighter under here, and a little flip up cover for the cup holders. The center console bin is really nice and deep, and there's a USB port hidden in there as well. It's got a decent list of standard equipment: blind spot monitoring, front and rear parking sensors, a rear view camera with a passenger curbside camera, keyless entry and push button start. Satellite navigation wasn't included as standard at the launch, but Haval says they will add it and retrofit it by the end of 2016. The Luxe variant gets a panoramic sunroof, which is absolutely gorgeous, but this flimsy cover just doesn't feel substantial enough to handle the harsh Aussie summer sun. Now, speaking of sun, we better hit the road and go and chase some. The H6 has a 2-litre turbocharged petrol engine that produces 145 kilowatts and 315 newton meters, so that's a decent amount of torque. It's got a 6-speed dual-clutch automatic transmission and it's front-wheel drive. Now, those front wheels do tend to get a little bit excited on loose surfaces or on grass. It may nearly be better as an all-wheel drive, but it's only made in all-wheel drive with a manual transmission, so we won't see it here because it's unlikely to sell well. But if you stick to the sealed roads, the suspension is nice and supple. It glides effortlessly over all of those little bumps. It's well balanced, it's controlled, and it's not harsh, which I was a little bit surprised at how smooth it is. But Haval have 33,000 engineers, so you'd expect it to be pretty good. It's a punchy little thing, but it does not like short, sudden, sharp jabs on the throttle. If you want to get the best out of it, you've got to keep the inputs very smooth. The engine is a little bit noisy for a petrol as well. It's pretty rough sounding. The steering is electrically assisted and it feels a little bit weird and takes a little while to get used to because it feels a bit fake. It's also pretty tight through the centre. Visibility through the rear is not very good. Through the front though, it's nice and open. The fuel economy is a claimed 9.8 litres per 100 Ks and we have not seen anywhere near that. Haval offer a decent 5-year 100,000 kilometre warranty with 5 years roadside assist and cap price servicing. It's got a decent list of standard features, it's competitively priced, it's smooth on the road and it's really well finished inside. It may not be ready to challenge the top 8 just yet, but it certainly has the potential to climb the ladder.